Hello, I am going to make some Solidworks sketches, hopefully to teach some people and to learn some things myself. So I'm going to start with this example here. First thing I'm going to note is that it's in inches. Second thing, the overall shape. It's rectangular shaped. Largest dimensions, so we got 5 inches by 2.5 inches for the rectangle. And we're going to look at the largest external changes. So we have 2 cuts in the bottom and a cut right here on the top. Internal changes, just 4 pretty small circular cuts along the inside of the part. So let's start with that rectangle. Go in here and grab a center rectangle. Start on the front plane. Let's get the vertex. We're going to do 5 for in millimeters, so go down here. Let's change inches. Double click on a line to re-enter our sketch. Double click on the dimension. And we're going to put 5 inches for the dimension. And 2.5 inches for the vertical dimension. Okay. And so now the bottom cuts. So these cuts are defined relative to each other. This cut is defined only by an angle, and not defined with the distance to any other walls. It's defined with the distance to the end of the other cut. So we're going to work backwards to this cut, which is more defined relative to the rest of the part, or the rest of the sketch. So let's start with that cut. Let's just draw 2 cuts in there, because that's what we want. And we know that this cut is, and that is, I cannot read that. I think it's 1.5. Really hard to read. So 1.5 inches across. We don't know how tall it is yet. And we know that this cut, oh, keep in mind that when I made that dimension, I went from the vertex to the wall, not to this vertex. Not sure it matters, but if you go to this vertex, I think it might cause problems when you go to trim, because we're going to cut it out. Just keep that in mind. So now let's dimension this. So the dimension from the end of that cut to the start of the other cut is 2.5 inches. And we know that that's 45-degree angled cut. Wait, oh wow, look at that. Almost exactly 45. Cool. And the cuts end pretty much. Hold up a piece of paper really quick. Hold on. Let's get something. Yeah, no, they're really close. I think they end at the exact same spot. It's pretty close to the center point of that circle, but I think they just end at the same spot. So let's horizontally align these. And that's fully defined. Woo. Now let's trim off pieces we don't need. Nice, that's the bottom. Let's do the top cut. So, looks identical on both sides, so we can mirror it. We only need to build one side. So let's focus on the one side we need. There's 1 inch in. That's where the cut starts. 1.8 inches in, it looks like, is where the cut ends. And then it just goes to the center line. So, down to the center line. I'm going to vertically align that with the center line so that whatever I change here, this will always stay. Could do it later, whenever, it doesn't matter. So it's 1 inch from that wall there, and this is 1.8 inches from the wall. And we can click mirror, click these 2, and we're going to click mirror about, click the feature manager, it's a little yellow thing, and we're going to go to the plane that splits it in half. So that plane is in the middle. You see this plane here, the right plane. So that will build it like that. There you go. And then just click there. Cool. And we can trim. Done. Don't worry that's blue. Don't worry. Fix it later. And so now we have 4 internal circles. somewhere on this part. I can't find where the circle diameter is defined, so I'm going to do the best I can and guess that it's about ½ inch. It's the best I can do because I can't find it on there. If one of you guys knows or figures that out, let me know. Yeah, I'm going to hold shift, click on this one that I defined, and then go ahead, keep holding shift and click on the rest of them, and then click add relation equal. So they're all the same size. And check mark. And they're all in different places, so we're going to have to go and individually put all of them in different spots. This one is 0.75 inches in from the horizontal, 0.75 inches from the top. So click the center point, 0.75 inches. And the wall, also 0.75 inches horizontally. Defined. Okay, now 1 inch up, 1.75 inches across. Let's do it. 1.75 inches across and 1 inch up. Whoa, what happened there? Did it bring the line up? It did. I deleted this relation here, so make sure you keep that 2.5 inch relation. I accidentally deleted it because I measured, I don't know why it got deleted, but it did get deleted. So just make sure you have the 2.5 inches relation in there, or the dimension in there, before you start relating all the circles, because otherwise you'll mess stuff up. Okay, so this was 1 inch. Yeah, that's good. Okay, this circle is defined from the center point of the other circle, so 1.87 across, and it is what looks to be 0.85 inches up. Okay. 0.85. Good. And then last one. 1 inch from the vertical and 0.62 from the horizontal. So 1 I'll forget first, 0.62, and then 1 from, oops, 1 from the horizontal. Okay, does it look correct? It does to me. So it's blue. For this class, you want it to be fully defined, obviously, and generally you do. So go to Display, Delete Relations, drop-down menu, Fully Defined Sketch, All Entities in Sketch, and check mark. Everything will be defined for you. Now, I'd only make everything black and define it for you if the dimensions you've already added are good enough to define the sketch. If they are not good enough, then you need to, like for example, if you've overdefined some things, then you're going to need to go in and delete some relations. So if that happens and you click Fully Defined Sketch, click this mark, and some things come up as orange or yellow or whatever, just go delete the orange yellow ones and remember which ones they are. Go delete all of them and then do it again and it'll work. And once everything is fully defined, you'll get some new dimensions, like this was thrown in there. I don't know, I think that was the only thing. But from that point you can go ahead and exit your sketch and you can build features from it, so like extruded boss base on your sketch. And then you can define a thickness in inches and make a part out of the sketch that you just made. So, cool. Thanks. That's it. I'll do more parts in the future.